digital humanities means different things to different people. There are many interpretations. The one that's most common, in my view, is that people are now using technology to look at large amounts of content at once, using tools to analyze, to uncover new questions, to look for new answers, and to process lots of information using algorithms and using specific queries instead of a simple search and retrieve in a database or a close reading of a book. It's really a new way of looking at even very old works to see if you can uncover patterns and questions that you couldn't see before. The earliest start in digital humanities was in literature, where they were attempting to look at all of the works by a particular author, whether it's Dickens or Shakespeare or Jane Austen or even contemporary authors. The government, of course, is interested in digital humanities, looking at patterns of language in diplomatic conversations to see that they can uncover different ideas with different attitudes in different populations. So it really does spread across the humanities and social sciences. Gale originally was a content provider. We're a publisher. We create reference works and directories initially. We moved on to provide large collections of primary sources, working with libraries and archives. And initially, being a content provider was enough. Having online access to books that were only available on location in different libraries was sort of a revolution, and we helped that with 18th century collections online. It soon became not enough. Scholars, I should say, did not just want access to the collection, they wanted access to the data behind the collection. So last year, Gale embarked on a program to support text and data mining, where we made the data from our collections available to our customers as files that they could then run programs against for digital humanities purposes. So we've gone from providing the content to providing the data. Discoverability is everything for a publisher. If your content's not being found, it's not being used. Being aware that most students, and the data supports this, even if they have access in their library database to all the works published by Britain in the 18th century, they're going to start their search with Google. By integrating our content with Google Apps and making it discoverable in that way, having it indexed, we're now going to where the researchers are, where the students are. So they may run their search in Google, but it will pull them back into their library database, where they'll have a more relevant and authoritative resource than some they might find on the open web. We're moving all of Gale digital collections onto our Artemis Primary Sources platform. It's it's not just a federated search, it contains a new set of tools. We're enhancing the text and data mining tools and analytical tools we have on that platform, adding a tool for corpus linguistics alongside term clusters and term frequency. And we're also building out a service where, again, we can support the data and it can be downloaded and accessed by schools in the cloud rather than shipping hard drives to each and every customer that requests it. I use Wikipedia for quick information, but if I want to dig deeper, I want to know who's giving me the information. So I think there's a role for online publishers like Gale. One of the things is to be where the students and researchers already are. The other is to present the content in ways that match up to their workflows. So they need to be integratable into learning management systems, into courseware systems. Gale is integrating our content with Cengage Learning. Our parent company has a program called MindTap. That's a courseware program where now you can discover your library sources inside of your courseware services. And we're also creating tools that feed into the research and educational workflows. So it's not just about finding the content, it's how it's presented and what you can do with it once you find it.